Here is the combo in regular speed. You can get up however you want to and come to seated. Hands will cross on either side of the span set so that palms face each other. And the same side leg as the arm that's closest to you will come through. Find your Wineglass and then rotate into a Straddleback. This is an optional little intermediate between the Wineglass and your inside lion. From inside lion, you're reaching up with the same side hand as your bent knee, threading the head and arm through. We'll then lower the hands, ease our way down into a hip hang, and then tuck knees into the chest for a ball. Belly roll up. Bring hands to either side of the span set for horse. From horse, we'll come into a forearm hang, so placing each forearm on either side of the span set, thumbs rest against span set, pushing down to lift the legs off of the hoop, arching the back and stagging the legs, lowering back down, coming to seated, and then letting go of one hand, leaning so the back comes towards the other side of the hoop. All right, let's see it again in slow motion. So again, you can come to seated any way you'd like. Here I'm doing a straddle mount. Hands are narrow, legs straddle to the sides, and then hook. Big sit up. And we're starting here from seated. We're going to reach each hand to the opposite side of the span set, creating a cross, making sure palms are facing towards each other. Now take note of which arm is closer to the head and chest. That's going to be the same side arm as the leg that comes to the back of the hoop. While that leg is coming to the back of the hoop, we're resting the back briefly on the side of the hoop, allowing our arm to pass through, kind of hug the hoop into the armpit. Finding our Wineglass here, kind of sinking down into it, letting that lower leg be straight. From here, we're going to walk through a straddleback in order to transition into inside lion. So we're going to push the hoop away from the chest so it kind of slides down to the lower back. At the same time, we're bringing that lower leg up into a big straddle. If you want, you can send your other leg to the back and balance here in your straddleback, or you can simply slide my left leg, or the leg that's in front of the hoop, to the right side, the same side as the leg that's in back of the hoop, and bend the knee, kind of just letting the hands go wherever's comfy. Finding that inside lion. From inside lion, you're going to reach up with that same side hand as the bent knee. You want to make sure that thumb stays pointed toward the span set. So I didn't let go here, but if you do let go, thumbs towards the span set. And then we're getting ready to thread the head, chest, and bottom arm through to the back of the hoop. You can kind of sneak it through or use your arm to help make room. And then straightening the legs, coming into a nice tight inside mermaid. We've got one leg on top of the hoop here, one leg on the bottom of the hoop. Could also do an inside mermaid with both legs on the top. And then sliding down. We're really staying at the very top part of the inner thigh here, as close as you can get to the top of the inner thigh without being on the crotch. It's going to really help you balance. And here I'm kind of holding my knees into my chest in order to really lock it in. You can also, whichever arm is the top arm, you can press down on that top knee, really locking it in there. And we're gonna reach the hands up to one side, straighten the legs, and roll onto the belly. We're still keeping the hoop on that very top part of the inner thigh. Still don't want it on the crotch. Resting on that side of the hoop for our belly roll here. And then just placing hands to either side of the span set. The hoop should slide, kind of roll from the inner thigh to the back of the thigh. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight for a horse. And getting ready for our forearm hang here. So one arm at a time, just lifting it up, placing that nice meaty part of the forearm on its same side as on its same side of the span set. Letting the hand relax. You might kind of hook your thumb here just to make sure the hoop doesn't run away from you as you let go of the other hand. And then kind of unthreading, pressing down into the forearms, really activating the shoulders and side body in order to lift up off that bottom bar of the hoop. I found a nice stag shape here. And then when you're ready, just lowering down with control, making sure that you land back on the back part of your thigh of the front leg. Slowly sliding the hands to either side of the span set once again. And then preparing to come back to seated. So sneaking the knee of the back leg through to the front of the hoop. And once we're comfortably seated, you can go into an outside mermaid. So the closer your hands are to the span set, the less you'll move. I like my hand about a foot away from the span set. I'm gonna let go and then kind of bring the back towards the same side of the hoop that you're holding on to. Bring the front of the legs to the opposite side so you're kind of locked in there. And there we have it. We're just gonna rock back up to seated, and that is our combo for today.